Hello. I'm David McGard. This is Property Value, where I talk about commercial real estate focused on South Florida. It is Tuesday, April 19th. Let's get into some headlines. Let's see what's going on in the news. First one up. This is from the South Florida Business Journal, and it reads Miami short-term rental company readies IPO. This is by Eric Bohensky, again, reporter, South Florida Business Journal. And I'm a fan of short-term rentals because it's a mixture of multifamily and hospitality coupled with technology, automation. I just think it's cool. We just finished renovating our townhouse and we're putting all the little Airbnb knickknacks in there, even though we're in a community that you can't Airbnb, but we just wanted to find out and figure out how the platform works. And we got the smart locks on our doors and the smart TV, and we're going to have Google House and just, trying to put all the technology in there and understand the technology, right? Before it runs off without us. So the article goes like this. Corp Housing Group, a national short-term apartment rental operator with holdings in Miami, Miami Beach, and Fort Lauderdale, is preparing to go public with 2 million shares priced between $8 to $10 each. The Miami company expects to raise at least 15.6 million from an initial public offering on the New York Stock Exchange. According to documents filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission on Friday, a ticker would be CHG. With the funds raised from its anticipated IPO, Corp Housing would pay off debts, dole out a couple of bonuses, and speed up its expansion plans. By the end of 2022, Corp Housing Group's executives aim to control between 2,500 and 3,000 short-term rentals for business travelers and vacationers. It would expand its operations internationally from 9 cities to 12, including possibly London and Paris. Currently, Corp Housing leases 629 units in hotels, apartment buildings in Miami, Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Los Angeles, New York, Boston, Denver, Los Angeles twice, Seattle and Washington, D.C. An additional 1,800 units are under lease negotiations or letters of intent that could be added to the operation by September 30th. Although its corporate office is based 2125 Biscayne Boulevard. That's close to me. Maybe I should go down and introduce myself. Most properties of the Corp Housing Group controls are located outside of South Florida, including 15 in Los Angeles, 10 in Boston, 10 in Washington, D.C., 8 in New York City, 3 in Seattle, and 3 in Denver. Within South Florida, Corp Housing is leasing 3 buildings in Miami, 3 in Miami Beach, and 2 in Fort Lauderdale. Corp Housing Group listed 3 Miami Beach addresses in its public filing, including a 10-year lease for 24 apartment units at 1200 Ocean Drive, a 6-year lease for 68 rooms at the Verity Hotel at 1700 Alton Road, and a 5-year lease for 48 rooms at the Impala Hotel. In New York, Corp Housing Group touted holding a 15-year lease for 118 rooms at the Blakely Hotel. Additionally, Corp Housing Group would hire additional employees beyond its roster of 107 full-timers and independent contractors as the business becomes increasingly complex because of the factors including the rapid evolution of its industry and e-commerce. Between 5 million and 7.5 million of its IPO funding would be used for letters of credit on refundable security deposits for which the company is already under contract. Another 1.2 million would be used to pay its debts. We are also obligated to pay cash bonuses in the aggregate of 300,000 to 2 of our executive officers upon completion of this offering, the filing stated. The filing did not state which 2 executives would be paid that bonus. 4 independent directors would also get an annual fee of 74,000 each. Corp Housing Group reported 32 million in rental revenue in 2021. That's a 138% increase from the year before. However, costs such as 10.8 million in COVID-19 related refunds put Corp Housing Group in the red with a net loss of 2.23 million last year. The company had 2.6 million in assets, 14.9 million in liabilities per its latest SEC filing. So it said it made 32 million. However, cost as 10 million went back, so that means they would really made 22 million, and that's a net loss of 2 million. The latest filing is the third amendment to its IPO plan submitted to the SEC. The company reduced the number of shares offered for sale and amount it expects to raise compared to its initial co-public plan submitted to the SEC January 11th. At first, Corp Housing planned to offer 4.29 million units of common stock priced between $6 and $8, with an anticipated 27 million raised from its debut on the public markets. Founded in 2017 and led by CEO and managing partner Brian Ferdinand, Corp Housing Group books short-term rentals through its subsidiary companies, Sobe New York and Lux Urban, and via third-party websites such as Booking.com, Verbo, Airbnb, and Expedia. Should its IPO move forward, Ferdinand, who was previously the CEO of Vacation Rentals LLC, will retain 67.2% of the Corp Housing voting power. No one from Corp Housing Group returned phone calls or emails for comment from the Business Journal. So that looks cool. IPO going with short-term rentals, and they're expanding their business. I like it. I like the entrepreneurship behind it. I like the concept, the business plan, and I'm a fan and want to check more out of that company.